Hey everybody, welcome to our June call. Really excited today. Before we jump into anything though, I wanted to give anybody who had something that they wanted to share, a win or a wow, a breakthrough you had this month, who has something that they thought about that they wanted to share.
I will share that I'm just grateful for this business because we have been traveling a lot. We spent the month of June in Vegas, and since there's team there and Lenore's there, I just love that no matter where you go, you can stay plugged in. You don't have to stay busy, stay plugged in. I was able to still get some customers, even though I wasn't in my house, used to my routine. I'm always just so grateful that you can shut it down when you need to, and then you could just, I was talking to a mom at the Green Valley Ranch Water Park, and changed info because sharing what I do. So
I'm gonna mute you guys. You guys, if you got I wish I could mute myself. I have the same problem.
Sorry, how do I mute?
Yourself.
Mute there.
I'm gonna do there. Okay, so if you want to share, unmute yourself. But thank you, Ashley. That's perfect, and it is true. We can do this wherever we go, and that's what gives us freedom in choosing where we are, and when we pick this up. Anybody else want to share right quick? Something happened. Yeah, go ahead, Therese.
I am excited because I just had a mindset shift and just really challenging myself to be brave and just kind of do it afraid. Because even when I share with people, I feel like I don't have the right verbiage and I don't know exactly what to say, but I just share it and I do it afraid, and it's really paid off.
Yeah. It's so true. And if we wait around to be perfect at it, it'll never happen. I was sharing with Kirsten a little earlier, it's our enthusiasm about what we say that really carries the day, not as much what we say, whether it's polished or perfect or anything else, just that you're excited about what you're doing, the community you're part of, the tools that you've discovered that are helping you on your journey, those kinds of things. So that's awesome. And I wanted to tell you, I wanted to go through what some of the highlights of our month this month, and I went and looked up because a total of 16 of us added new customers this month, so that was exciting. And it's interesting because we had 25 new customers total. Ashley, as usual, even though she was here this month, led the pack. She had 4 new customers. She had 5 orders, but it's 4 different people, so that showed up. And don't we all wish we had Ashley in our pocket? I don't know what she says, this stuff will cure you of everything. No, I'm just kidding. But she's got that part down pat. Now, at the end of May and now in the beginning of July, Charisse has added some team members, but you're going to understand why the contest that I set up for this month is related to what it is, because we are product queens. We are magnets to our product. And so we know that we have to talk to more people about the business, and yet because it's easier to talk about the products, so often that's what we find ourselves talking about, because we'll get more yeses that way, right? And it takes longer. I'm working with 2 relationships right now that are on a dream team for me, because they would both be fabulous if they choose that this is what they want to do. So we're doing the dance right now. They're coming to events. I am going to do an event with one of them that came to a Salad and Jar event. And I just talked to her about the business after. I don't know if this is for you, but knowing what I knew about her and how she cares about people and how she cares about health. And she kept saying to me over and over again, at least 5 times, I just want my friends to be healthy. And so I just got brave and had the conversation with her. So we'll be talking about that some too. But I was just going to share with you that in the rest of my organization, some of them have the team part down better than the customer part. I think we added like 25 distributors in my organization last month. but our team, you know, that's in my open, not under another MD, out of 25 customers. So you can tell where our focus is, right? I love it because that's what we love and that's what we feel most passionate about. So the other things that I wanted to congratulate, Charisse is over 2/3 of the way to qualifying her business. She sponsored Jen and Carolina, like I say, the end of May, and she's already sponsored Alan Izawa in July this far. So really exciting to see what's going on with her. I'm going to have her share a little bit more about one topic in particular in just a minute. But without further ado, I wanted to talk about our Butts and Seats contest that we had. And I was really proud how many people put in the effort and got somebody there. So it didn't matter whether you got the most or not, because you will be in a drawing for a conference for the same amount that Charisse is getting. You'll be in a drawing for, oh, I just gave it away. Okay, but I wanted to build up the suspense here because I thought it was interesting how many people use multiple events. Kirsten had a total of 5 points. She had guest at Buddha Bowl night with Dr. Miles. She hosted in a salad in a jar event. So she had 2 at the Buddha Bowl event, 1 with Dr. Miles, and 2 at the salad, or she got 2 points for the salad in the jar event she did because she had 1 guest and she hosted it. And Ashley did a 3-way call. She had guests at Dr. Miles, salad in a jar party, and she hosted an event where she had 2 guests. So here's what I know when you're doing multiple events like that, is you've always got one that you're building for, right? You've always got one on the back of your mind. And that's the power of events, because it gives you something to talk about to people. You know, what are you doing such and such a night? So I just encourage you. I know we got events this week in Oregon, and I know you're working on those, but it's always good to have that next event in front of you. And for me, very often that's a Take Healthy Back call. That's what I'm thinking about and what I'm building towards, because I may not have an event in the next couple of weeks, but I think about that as an event and try and get somebody on to those. And they're good for product too. They're really good for the product. At least it gives somebody the big picture if they happen to have that interest, but they're very good for the product as well, without waiting for there to be a more formal. How many of you have had a guest on there and had good results? Yeah. Okay, not too many hands, but I just would challenge you. Get somebody on there and see what happens. They're always completely impressed by our community. The fact that most of us don't have a financial interest in each other, and yet we work together, one team, one mission. So the queen this month, though, when it came to building for events, was Miss Charisse. She had 3 3-way calls. She had a guest at a shred event. She had 2 guests on Take Healthy Back calls. She had a guest that she hosted. She had an event that she hosted, had 8 guests, so she got 16 points for that. And she took 3 guests to an event in the park. So this girl had 25 points.
Woohoo!
So she is our June contest winner, $50. And like I say, all of you guys that did it, we had 7 people that posted their activity: Brendel, Pam, Barbara. I don't count. I had it guessed too. So let's see, Kirsten, Charisse, Ashley. So 6. You have a 1 in 6 chance for that money for this month. Okay. So our July contest, I want to do this July and August, because I think that you're building for these events this week. And if you kind of get in the conversation with people, you're going to have a lot more conversations this month. So I want to just show you, I'm going to share the screen for a second and show you our new contest. Okay, I had it opened. So now where is it? Okay, let me cancel this a second. That's really strange because I had it open. Just one second, you guys, I'm sorry. Okay. You guys can't see that, can you? Expanding our reach. Okay, let me do it again. Share.
I saw it come up. I could
Mhm.
see it, but it was tiny.
Okay, so
There
here
it
is
There we go.
expanding our reach, $100 July and August contest, and this is all about inviting others to join our mission. And so here's how it's going to work, because I want you to think about this as a progression. If you just step up and start a business conversation, and what I mean is just not, I love what I do, but invite them. You know, I have no idea if this would be for you, but would you be open to, and you could send them a Joy Kelly video or any of the videos from the Freedom Revolution that would be excellent. Sweetheart, I need you to go back and finish playing. Okay, I'll be done in a few minutes. Or inviting them to a business event. It could be a Take Healthy Back. They don't have to say yes. You just have to make an invitation. Would you be open to a video, or could I send you an invitation to the event that we're doing on Saturday, or could I get on a call with you so you could learn a little bit about what I'm doing? Okay, so just for having the conversation that ends with a next step. So then the next step might be 2 points for every guest who attends a business event. That can be live. It can be a Take Healthy Back call. Doesn't matter, okay? Then, okay, so the next progression, they say, yeah, that sounds really interesting. Hey, I would love for you to meet my national marketing director. She has been doing this a couple of decades, and I'd love for you to hear her story. Could I schedule that? So the next progression, because it's a series of exposures when we're talking about business. So instead of making the three-way call the first and foremost thing, no, it's down the road, because you got to do those other things before you're going to feel comfortable, because I've learned that about our team, that we have to work up to that point. So let's say somebody like happened with Alan and Cherise this month. He says, you've gone through all these steps, you've gotten them on a three-way call, you've had him listen to it. Now he decides, yes, I want to do this with you. Whatever your points were with that person, if you took all 3 steps, you'd have 6 points for him. If they join, it is, you would double your points for that person. Does that make sense? Does everybody get that? Does that make sense? Hello? Oh, you're all on mute. And I can't see you right now because I'm looking at this.
Yes.
Okay. So, and if they say, well, you know, I'm really not interested in the business right now, but I would like to try the products, you will get points, all those points above, and you'll get 2 extra points if they start any of the products, okay? Not in addition to it, either be a doubling, or if they said no to the business but got on the product, you get two extra points for that. Okay.
So it's either 8 points or 12 points, right?
Now, if you had done all 3 of those things and they said no to the business but yes to the product, you would have, let's see, yeah, 6. It would be 8 points versus 12 points. Is that what you said? Your math was just much faster than mine. Okay, the one thing I didn't point out is on that top one, if it's a person that's already a customer, and you'll be brave and go back to talk to somebody that has had good results with the product, you're going to have a higher chance of interesting that person in what we're doing than starting from scratch with somebody. So you will get 2 points for just starting a conversation with any customer instead of 1. So, okay. So I'm going to post this flyer on our Voxer page, Voxer chat. I'm also going to post what would be the best way for me to give you these BAM, POW, KAPOW, and OMGs, because that just helps me be able to find your posts easier when I go back and look. So I can post all of those images, honey. I'm not done. I can post all those images in our Voxer chat, or I could post them as files on Facebook page. What would make it easier? How can you download it to your phone easiest?
I think Voxer, because you could just save the image.
Okay. That's what I will do. And then, honey, then sit down over there, okay? I'm working. No, I'll get it for you in a couple minutes. Okay, so just a reminder at the bottom that the person with the most points is going to win $100, but every person who participates is going to have another chance to win in Austin. I'm going to put in a $50 prize for every month between the conferences. So we have through the end of September that we'll be doing this. So more money on the table. Don't worry about winning. Worry about showing up in your business. And I promise you, it's not for the 50. It's not for the $50 or $100. It is for what's going to happen in your business if you start having those brave conversations. Right? Everybody with me?
Yes.
All right. Another thing I just wanted to mention right quick. So Charisse, that's what I was going to ask you is when you started inviting all those people, you already said it, you had a mindset shift, but it probably wasn't any easier, right? But what made you decide?
I just decide, like in my mindset and what I'm learning, I already know that I want to go all the way in with Juice Plus. Mm-hmm. So when I had that mindset shift, I decided to like just treating it like a business and like locking in that 1 to 2 hours a day, because all the other stuff I'm doing is not going to help me with my long-term goals. Mm-hmm. So when I started just disciplining myself and just having those actual conversations instead of like, hiding behind a text or a Facebook message, that was the one that really paid off.
Yeah, I'd say that too. Texting serves a purpose, messaging serves a purpose, posting on people's pages, but a conversation trumps all those. Unless you just have friends that don't come to the phone. But I know all of you guys have people that are on your dream team that you're at different stages of talking to them. Have this be the time that you go, you know what, I'm just going to take the next step and see if they'll take the next step. And if they don't, it doesn't mean not ever. It just means not now. But you'll feel in integrity with what it is that you want to accomplish in the business. And that, one thing I never want this business to be is something that nags at your conscience. It's like, I don't want it to be a nag. I want it to be a joy and something that you feel really good about talking to other people about, just like you do about the product. So, and it's just the way, that's why I entitled the thing Expanding Our Reach, because the only way that I determined that I was going to get good at talking about the business is because I really believed everybody had the right to know about Juice Plus. It wasn't some huge financial goal. I made good money before I started doing Juice Plus, and I knew I'd find something that I could do from home that I'd make good money. It was definitely the mission. And how many people need to know about Juice Plus? So we need help. We need boots on the ground, as they say. So that is our contest for July. I wanted to ask you, there's a couple of you that have signed up to participate. The Cottons are doing a heat-wide 90-day focus, just having people think about their next step goals and where they want to go. Are any of you participating in that? Okay. You can get on the Heat Team page now. They have stopped doing all the congratulations within the Cotton team. It's just stuff that applies to everybody. So if you turned off notifications, you might want to turn them on, just because now it'll only be stuff that applies to everybody. But there'll be some good tools and good inspirations on there that even if you're not doing the 90-day plan, I know that July and August can be a little tricky with summer plans and kids home and all of that, but they're going to have some good resources on there and different NMDs from our team are going to be sharing on there. One of the things that they had that I was just going to ask you if you'd like me to post it on our Boxer chat is Linda Evenden doing a goal setting session. And I did it this afternoon just so that I could experience what she does. And I thought it could be really helpful to a number of you about, you know, what it is you're really working towards and what's going to happen. What would you like to have happen 1 year, 3 year, 5 year? And it's certainly not just about the business, it's in your life. And learning to apportion your time based on whether it's going to draw you closer to the things that you really want the most in life. And so anyway, is anybody interested in seeing that? I could post the link to it on our Boxer chat. But that was one of the assignments. I think you did it, Cherise, to do Linda Evenden's goal setting. And
yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I'm interested. So theirs isn't really a contest. Theirs is just giving resources.
It's just a focus. It's just a focus. They have set goals for they set goals for themselves for the next 90 days, and they just wanted to invite other people to participate that were interested. Okay, let's see. I've got that.
Abraham, don't throw rocks at him, hon.
What's that?
Oh no, I was talking to my kids.
Okay. So just lastly, the last thing that I had, and if you guys have anything, we can talk about that too, but upcoming events. Does anybody have anyone in Southern California? I'm going to be at the San Diego Live event. If you have someone in that area, it's going to be Dr. Du Bois that speaks on the Friday night. So if you have friends, relatives in the San Diego area, I'd be happy to meet your guests. I've tried really hard to get my own guests there and haven't been able to get anybody to commit. So that's the, let's see, the 19th? Let me just, yes, it's the 19th. So be thinking about that.
How far are you from
Carolina?
I was wondering how far you are from San Diego.
Oh, there you go. Oh, girl, I'm like 2 hours away without traffic, and with traffic, I'm like 3.5. It's like going to Vegas. Yeah, I'm far.
Friday night.
I love San Diego. Yeah, I'll just go on vacation, but it's really far. I wish I was closer.
So, okay, so be thinking about that. And then in Vegas on the 22nd, we have a Keys to Freedom event, which is a business event at my house. It's going to be a salad bowl potluck. And then, of course, we have events in Oregon this week. Friday night, Taste of the Shred at Barbara's house, and Saturday morning at Brendel's Church. We're going to be doing an Own Your Life event for people that we'd like to talk to about the business. So anybody wanting to brainstorm somebody that you really want to invite and don't know what on earth you're going to say to them?
I have one.
Yeah?
I have a friend that works in medical records.
Uh-huh.
I saw her randomly at a store, and then I started a conversation with her, and then I shared with her the products, and I invited her to the Keys to Freedom event.
Uh-huh.
She's like, oh, I really like the concept of Juice Plus. I'm, also trying to be vegan, and yeah, that's really cool. I'll let other people know about it. But I was like, oh, I wanted to share it with you. I'm just trying to see, like.
Oh, see, that's an easy one to follow up on too, Cherise. Say, you know what, if you really would be open to letting other people know, I'd like to have you come and hear how that works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, just, I'm really looking forward to being in Oregon. Nice cool weather. I hope you guys burning up too. Is it hot there? You guys are all on mute.
It's like been raining today.
Oh, okay.
It's raining.
Oh, rainy. Well,
Not happy
hopefully
about it.
I'll bring sunshine with me on Thursday.
Please do. Lots of it and heat. I'm okay with that.
Hey, and have any of you guys thought about, the last thing I wanted to mention, and we could do it on the book club call tomorrow, but I want to post this call, and I want you guys to know we're on our second really cool book since the conference. And I was wondering, have you guys, if you haven't got a book in mind, I was wondering if you'd be interested in reading one of Brene Brown's books, like Daring Greatly. Because Daring Greatly really gives a big piece of what she covers in Brave Leaders. So
Yeah.
it's one of her best ones. So you guys be open for that?
Yes.
Okay. I might promote that on the Facebook page a little bit for the people who don't really check Boxer. So,
Did we decide if we were going to invite people outside of Juice Plus to our book club?
we could certainly do that with Daring Greatly.
I know Barbara mentioned that at one point.
Yeah, Daring Greatly is not related to networking at all.
I like that idea for that book. I think that'd be great to invite other people because then they just see the culture of who we are. They see how awesome we are.
Yes, exactly. We are. All right, that is all. We have a
Who is
book
this,
club,
Lemira?
book
I
club
probably
call.
missed.
Oh, this is my great niece.
Oh, hello.
She is half African American, half Japanese, and all beautiful.
Aw. So sweet.
Yes.
So fun.
Yeah, look how beautiful she is. Like you,
She
she's a
is.
little mixed baby. You guys want to say hi to each other? Say hi.
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 Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that Soleil is an Oshkosh model. Carolina is humble and won't say that. So she's a baby model.
She is so pretty. I can understand why.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
More sponsorship deals, girl.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So look for all those images on the Boxer chat. Boom! Wow! OMG! And kapow!
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing them.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care, and you have a
Bye,
great day.
guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.